What's up, everyone? Welcome to the Round 4 Showdown show here for the RBC Canadian Open here. I got my guy Kurt with me to dive into Round 4 here. We've got Bobby Mack up top with a 4-shot lead now. It's a little up and down there on the back nine for some guys. Ryan Fox was right there with the lead for a while, and then he lost it. And Bobby Mack finished strong there down the stretch. What's going on, Kurt? How's your day going? What's going on with you?
It's good. I really need Mackenzie Hughes. I had a good day in Showdown. I think I doubled up. I really need Mackenzie Hughes to just not do anything with the putter, and he didn't today. He went 300 and didn't do much with the putter, so could have been a really good day. But we'll take it. I love the player pool. Me and Drew got dialed in like 20 minutes before Lucky wasn't playing, but shot some ideas off him. Had a lot of Matt Wallace. I think I was like 8x on Matt Wallace, so that was nice.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, ready to get after again today. I don't know what to make of this tournament. I know golf is variant as hell, like extreme variance. But for some reason, this tournament, man, I can't make rhyme or reason of it ever. You can lose on approach and shoot like a 600, and it can happen. And I swear to God, it feels like it's happened every single day this week. Someone has like done dog shit on approach, like lost like a half a stroke or a stroke, and shot like a 500, and it keeps happening. And I just can't understand it. But I like one thing I do want to know. They fixed the pricing a little bit. Bobby Mack, $9K. They price all these guys up, so that'll make it a little bit more decision making for some of the people out there that just jam the leaders. So
yeah, for sure. Yeah, looking at the top of the leaderboard, everybody. Well, most of the guys T5 and up. There's 8 guys T5 and up, and all but 2 of them are priced at least 8,300, and the top 4 guys are all priced 83, 88, 91, and 9K flat. So it's going to be more fun tomorrow for the Showdown Bills. I think. I don't think you can really. I mean, yeah, you can jam some of those guys in there, but if you want to play like a Fleetwood or a Burns or even a Rory down there, that we'll get into here soon. Should lead to some spread out ownership a little bit at the top, more so than I think we usually do. But yeah, we can just dive into this right now and go. Let's go with those top 4 guys and break it down there. We've got Ben Griffin, Ryan Fox, Matt Hughes at 10 under, and then Bobby Mack at 14 under. Bobby Mack started out a little up and down, but the dude just finished on fire there. Played the last 5 holes at 5 under, goes birdie, 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 eagle, and then parred 18 to a finish there, and now holds a 4-shot lead over the field, 9K flat. I had a decent amount of Bobby Mack on the main slate. Like you said, though, he was one of those guys that did not hit his irons good today. Lost a stroke, just over a stroke with the approach, but on those last 4 holes, he was hitting some bombs. Wherever he was at, he was making the putts down the stretch there. He gained just over 4 strokes putting, mainly due to those last 4 holes where it was pretty wild there watching him make those putts. But for me up top, I'm not sure how much I'm going to get to Bobby Mack. I think he'll hit his irons a little better tomorrow, like we saw. I mean, he played. It was an interesting round for him. He started out super hot, 64, 66, and then looked like he was going to struggle for a little bit, and then ends up finishing strong there. So the first 2 days, it was. I mean, he hasn't really hit his irons great at all this week, but definitely has been there with the short game. What are you going to do up here at the top with these guys? I thought Ryan Fox was going to make a run there for a little while, and then Ryan Fox just completely falls apart after he opened up 4 under through 5 today and didn't make a birdie the rest of the way. What are you thinking up top here?
Gosh, Ryan Fox is to continue to poo-poo down his leg on the weekends. I don't know. I kind of want to get. I feel like people are get pissed off with this guy because he's done it like the past 2 of the tournaments. Had a great start, and the weekend shit on his leg. I don't know what to do with him. Robert Mack, I know I'm going to be under on him. I mean, the guy's losing on approach.
Yeah,
like 9K finally priced up. I'm not going to completely fade because that bit me in the ass last week. I think shot. The course was like almost a shot under today, which was completely different than what we saw the first 2 days. I think we go back to more tucked pins. They had their moving day. I think they really tuck it and make it tough tomorrow. So That's for that reason I will have a little bit of Robbie Mack. Ben Griffin I'll be lower on. I know he's the lowest priced guy up here, but I just think it's a trap. Give me Mackenzie Hughes, the Canadian. I know he's a good putter, so even though he is gaining 2.5 strokes for the event, I trust him to maybe have a spike iron day tomorrow, iron with the irons, and go out there and win it for his country.
Yeah, I do like Mac there up top there, but Griffin has made some decent birdies there. He made 6 birdies
awesome
in round 2, and then today he made 7 birdies. So he's got 13 birdies the last 2 rounds. So he's got some good upside there for 8,300. I'll have some of Griffin. I do like Hughes is my best play up at top. I like him the most. So I think I'd rather play like a Hughes Griffin or something over like a Fox and McIntyre. I got a decent amount in McIntyre in the main slate there, so that can be good enough there. Maybe play a little bit of him in the showdown, but I like Hughes and Griffin the most up top here. And then we kind of get into these next 5 guys here. We got 4 guys here at T5 at 9 under. My guy Trace Crow, they keep bumping his price up. He was round 2 was a lock, I thought there. He was like 6,200 or something round 2. Played well. The dude has been making birdies, though. He's made 19 or more birdies in 3 of his last 4 events, so he can definitely score there. 7,600, that's starting to get up there a little bit for him, though, but he still has the birdie upside. I'll still have a little bit of interest in him there. And then we got the 2 higher price guys, and Tommy Fleetwood and Sam Burns there at 10-5 and 10-2. I think I would lean to Fleetwood a little more. I know he had the better round today, the 6 under bogey-free 64. Burnsy's got the good birdie upside there too, but I think I trust Fleetwood a little more here than Burnsy. So I would go Fleetwood 1, and then I still am going to have some Trace Crow in there as well.
The Tommy and Burns decision is really tough on me. I'm leaning Tommy. I really want to do some months with just these 2 guys and then everyone else above. I think that's kind of fun. But Burns on Sunday has been so bad. But then again, like he could come out and just fire away. He could hit bomb. Like, I mean, he can literally make some long putts tomorrow and just surprise us. But Tommy's been awesome. And you know what? Tommy's got some demons to exercise tomorrow with this fucking tournament. I know it's not the same place, but all he had to do, bro, was just blast the ball into the grandstands. Make that your air, and the dude just like lays up and just blast it into the grandstands.
He's chasing tomorrow, so that could be better.
Yes, so I'm going to lean Tommy in that debate, but we'll have some of both. Damon's just been so bad on Sundays, I can't do it. Trace Crow, I was a big hater. I just didn't. I thought he was going to crash. I played him with 6,200, didn't play in the day. I'm actually fine. I mean, if you look at it from the stats wise, like he looks the second best up here. I mean, Tina Green's the second best. Him and Burns, like as far as the top 10 goes. So let's just see what the kid's made of. I'm willing to give him a chance, see what he's made of.
He made 6 birdies today. He did have one bad hole there where he made double bogey there on the 8th hole, the par 3. But other than that, he bounced right back with a birdie on the 9th. So that was good to see.
Is it possible that he feels a little pressure about just staying in the top 5 tomorrow? Yes, but he's not done it to me yet. So I'm willing to find out. Victor Perez I'll be off of. That price is so tempting, but I think a lot of people go there because we don't have the cheap pricing like we usually do up here. So we got to think a lot of that. We'll final to Perez now. So I'll be off that. It was a lot of putter today. It's been a lot of putter for the entire tournament. No press from me. Aaron Rye. Yeah. What are you doing with Aaron Rye?
Aaron Rye, he had a good approach day today. Made some birdies.
Always does.
I think I could get to some Aaron Rye at 9,600. I think that price tag with the other guys up top, I think that's going to cap his ownership. I think Aaron Rye is a good large field GPP play. Just looking at the price tag of him, there's a big sticker shock, I think, with Aaron Rye tomorrow. I thought he was going to be in the 8Ks, and he's 9,600. So, yeah, I think he's a good large field tournament play.
I'm not going to have him tomorrow, I don't think, but I wouldn't talk anyone else off of him. It just kind of depends what you want to do in that 9K range because all these guys are priced up now. So we have to make decisions. We can't just have all these guys in our pool. We had to make some decisions. So I think Aaron Rye is probably going to be one of my last guys out. I like Andrew Novak, 8,400. I'll go ahead and touch on the next range. 8,400 for Novak. He lost a lot with the short game today. He actually has showed a little bit of heart on Sundays in the past for me. So one of the better discounts up here besides Perez, which I'm not playing. Tom Kim, I hate to say it, probably going to be off. Had a good round today, but 9,400, got to make decisions up here. Corey Connors, I'm going the Canadian theme tomorrow. And then Rory, with how pricing is now this week, I don't think you can play Rory very comfortably, especially with how close the leaderboard is. So I don't know if I'll have any of them. I don't. I'd rather do like the Tommy and Sam Burns and see what they got. I know he can shoot a low round. But he had a nut round today, so that makes me feel a little bit better about it. And then I'll let you kind of talk about the rest of this range because no one sends out that much. We'll see what you got.
Yeah, I think Rory's going to come in pretty low owned tomorrow.
Yeah.
He shot well today. Gained with the approach pretty good there. -5. Kind of had a stinker yesterday. Played all right on the back nine, on his back nine on the first day there on Thursday. I think he's a good tournament play, a large field tournament play. I mean, he definitely has that course record in his bag. We know that Rory likes to come out and like backdoor some of these like T2, T5 type finishes. I think that's fully in the range of outcomes for Rory tomorrow. 7 back, that's getting close to. Do I think Rory can still win? I think it's still on the table, but I don't feel too comfortable with it. I know he was the favorite going into the weekend.
He's 12.4K. Like, what do you plug him in? You got 7.5 per. I mean, who are you playing?
Yeah, I think he's gonna be like 15% potentially. He's 18-1 to win the tournament now. I don't see. I mean, he's plus 190 to top 5. Yeah, that's pretty good odds. I mean,
let's talk roster construction. Like, who are the? I mean, well, I guess we'll get to it later. But I just don't. I think he'll need to go out and match this round. I think he'll have to match what he did today or better.
If you're playing Rory, you're most likely playing Perez with him. I think that's the way a lot of teams are going to build there.
That's a good point.
So if you want to kind of get different with that, I think a lot of the teams are going to be tied to those two right there together. It kind of makes it a little more stomachable, palatable, but and then Chad Ramey's down there too at 6,200. It's gonna be tough to fit Rory though, so I'm not sure if I'm gonna be able to fit him or not or anything like that. But it's definitely an interesting tournament play there. I do like some Novak still. I played him on the main slate. I think he's a fine option here still.
Who's that?
Not even today. He just had a horrible short game today. Lost 3 strokes with the short game today, but the ball striking was right there for him. So I think he's definitely in play tomorrow at 8,400. And then we can dive into these. I
like Keith Mitchell. That's why I don't like Rye as much. I like $400 less. You can get Keith Mitchell.
Yeah,
been driving it well. He's usually a decent putter. What has happened to that putter of his?
I'm not sure. I haven't really been playing much of Keith Mitchell, but I mean, he's got some birdie upside like we saw today. He made 5 birdies today. Yesterday he made 5 birdies and an eagle. So he's definitely got the upside there. In round 1, he made 6 birdies. So he just keeps making. He's been like for the last month or two, he's just making so many mistakes, which has been holding him back. But wouldn't surprise me. 9,200 is a little bit of a price hike there, but he's fine there. I think like a Taylor Pendrith is a guy who was super overweight on the field. Good to see him. He barely snuck into the cut line, and now he's back inside the top 20. I've got a top 20 bet on him that I thought was dead early on, but I think that's live now, so that's good to see. So I'll be back on Taylor Pendrith a decent amount, 8,100. I think that's a great price tag for him. He was good with the approach, good with the putter today. Shot 4 under. That's back-to-back solid rounds after he opened up, kind of struggling out of the gates. So I definitely like some Taylor Pendrith tomorrow. Chad Ramey's fine for 6,200 if you want to punt. I think he's a pretty serviceable punt play there. Got really hot with the putter today, but he's been making some birdies the first couple of rounds, so he's fine there for 6,200. What's sticking out to you here most in this -6, -5 range for you?
Gosh, not much. Michael Kim, I liked him today. Shot 4 under. I think Scotty just mentioned him. But the stats look good for him. The proximity numbers from PGAShowdown.com look good.
Yeah.
Matt Wallace, I mean, I knew the round was coming. I shouldn't go back to it because he was so good to me today. But for 7,400, I think I might. And maybe I know we won't get what we got today, but maybe like a 3 or 4 under, or maybe like a 3 under, and it plays really hard. I think we can get done. He's just been dominating on approach, getting almost 2 strokes on approach, and he's 7,400. He's in the top 20. I like that. I'm sure Data Golf projections won't mind that either. Like I said, Michael Kim.
Yeah, he's projecting pretty well on Data Golf. Matt Wallace is. Michael Kim's projecting pretty well too. I was on Michael Kim a decent amount today. That was a pretty strong round from him. He gained strokes across the board too, which is always good to see there from him.
I'm sorry, I was going to check the weather for tomorrow. Nothing crazy, right?
Actually, I was going to hit on that. We could have some interesting weather tomorrow. It looks like we're going to have probably a 60 to 70% chance of rain. So it's a pretty good chance of rain, above average chance of rain. And then the winds are going to be picking up in the afternoon. It looks like the sustained winds aren't going to be that bad, 7 to 12 miles an hour, but we could see some gusts beginning at around 1 p.m. of 20 to 25 miles an hour. So that'll be interesting as these leaders are coming around. So that could be kind of a fun finish here if the winds kind of howl up and the pins are tough.
So I already assumed I didn't look at the weather yet. That's my bad. Yeah. So I appreciate that. I already assumed it was going to play harder. They were going to tuck the pins because I think it was going to play more similar to the first 2 days. So now with that, that makes me just really want to play more of the ownership game as far as the top 20 guys, because there are a lot lower owned guys and other guys up here in the top 20. So I want to get even more weird now and play more of that ownership game tomorrow, because I think it's going to be wacky. I think some guys are going to fully implode up here.
Yeah.
So another thing to keep in mind if you can get your ownership projections from anywhere. Nick Hardy's too expensive for me. I'm trying to avoid this, the Ramies and the Perez's, but I'm sure it'll give me a little bit of them. Sean O'Hare, no. Bridgman looked decent.
Yeah, he's been good the last 2 days. I played him the last 2 days in Showdown.
He might be the 6K guy that I'll lean to, and then I'll let you talk about the T26 guys.
Yeah. Down here, T26 guys that I'm looking at the most. Kind of some of these values. I don't mind some Tyler Duncan. He's got some upside. I know the irons weren't good for him today. Still shot 2 under. He's a guy that can make some birdies, though. I think he's fine for tournaments if you need the salary there. I'm surprised that Skins is priced up so high. EVR 8,700. It's getting up there a little bit in price tag, but he's a guy that can go out there and play well. Like we saw round 1, he played really well. The next 2 rounds are average at best, even par. So I think, I'm not going to go there for 8,700 probably tomorrow. Then Pearson Coody isn't bad there for 7,400. Vince Whaley at 6,700. It's another cheap value there that you can go to if you want. Man, it's getting pretty tough here, though. I think Michael Kim's probably my favorite guy as well, under 7K, and then Jacob Bridgman. Some of these guys are kind of tough here at the T26 range. What sticks out to you the most down here?
I like T-Dunks. He was in my main today. Yeah. I think I'll go back there. He did decent, I think 2 under. I know Bo had a good round today, and it was – what did he shoot, 4 or 5 under? But – I think I'm going to go – I mean, he's still cheap. It's kind of like Matt Wallace. I know they just had good rounds, but it's going to get tough tomorrow. Maybe they can just build on that. They're cheap. They're just top 26. So I don't like chasing the rounds, but give me some Bo Hostler tomorrow. And
I like Big Hoss.
Let's get it. Oh, this next range is kind of juicy.
Yeah, this next range is kind of fun. Soldiers down here, Rio Hisatune had a really bad short game today. Hit the irons well. It was good off the tee. I mean, full out ball striking was good for Rio today. Just definitely needs to improve on that short game. I mean, he missed a couple of short putts resulting in bogey for him. Made 3 birdies. I think he left a lot in the gas tank there for tomorrow. 7,800 is a fair price tag for him. Chandler Phillips, good birdie upside for 7,100. I like him there. Mac Messier, another soldier. I think he's a solid option. The price tag's up for him just a little bit at 7,500. So I'll go back to him for some. He's sitting all right. What did he
been
do?
A Sunday killer.
Yeah, he started out really good today too, and just kind of fell off on the back nine. Played two over on the back nine after shooting 4 under today on the front nine. But yeah, I think those guys are some solid mid-range to cheap values for us. What are you seeing down here?
Once again, I feel like I'm going to be playing the same player pool that I did today. Mac was in my main today. I think I'll go right back 7,500. He's been a Sunday killer. Hopefully the conditions and stuff like that and the tougher pins won't affect him too much. Shane Lowry, I mean, he was awesome with the irons today, but 9,300. Well, way down here, just the top of the leaderboard, I got to spend that salary. I hate to say it, but if I think it's going to be tougher scoring, I need some of those placement points, and I'm not sure if he can go out and just dominate with the irons and the short game together. Kevin Yu, if the conditions are going to be a little bit more tougher tomorrow and tougher pins, I can't count on him to hit a putt for me. He shot, I think he went even with the putter today, and when that happens, he's going to have pretty solid rounds. If you think he goes even with the putter tomorrow, I think you play him. I don't, so I won't be playing him. I do like Rio, 7.8K. Johnny Vegas, don't trust him at all. I don't really trust Pan. I do like Garrett Higio, 6,700 for a value play. Probably my third favorite 6K guy for what that's worth. And then it's a juicy range. Like Hubbard's down here. He's a great ball striker, good on Sundays. He's an interesting large player pool guy. Chandler Phillips too, 7.1K, but that would be my priority is just Big Mac and probably Rio.
Yeah, for sure. I really don't see too many guys down further that I really like. Probably the guy that sticks out to most to me would be Silverman. I was on him for the main slate. I thought he was a good value coming into the week. He's still at -1. He had a really good approach day today, but just did not do any good off the tee today. The short game was bad for him off the tee. Gained 2.4 strokes with the iron. So maybe if he can turn some of that other stuff around, made 5 birdies today, just made a double on 3 and a couple other bogeys sprinkled around. So I think Silverman's one of my favorite guys down here. And then Robbie brings up Creighton, the Canadian there. He's a solid option down here. His price tag is 6,100, so he's basically free. He goes out early. He can make some birdies, definitely. I think he's a guy, especially if you want to play like a Rory or something. I think he's a strong option there. Just a horrible approach day today. Hasn't hit the irons the best this whole week, but maybe he could turn that around. I mean, the putter's been there for him all 3 rounds, so I think Creighton is a decent pump play there if you want to go there. You seen anybody at -1 down to the bottom of the leaderboard that you're liking? I think that ADDC has some upside for 6,700 as well if you want to go there. But I think Silverman's probably my favorite guy at 7,300 down here.
In honor of Robbie, I will play a little bit of Creighton tomorrow, but my 6.1K guy is someone I'm pretty sure Huey was on coming to the tournament. But 6.1K, Kevin Streelman, been awesome on approach, been good on Sundays on the PGA Tour. He started hot today, I'm pretty sure, and then just kind of gave some back, but he scored decent. 6.1K will fit those Rory lineups especially. Might even play him in some non-Rory lineups. But I think there's 2 6.1K guy options are, if those the $500 that it lets you, or the 300 that gets you off Perez and Ramey, and if these guys can just outscore them somehow, I think you can be really unique in the large field stuff. I really like Svensson. Might just be a little bit too expensive for me. I got a lot in week long. I like Kelly Craft. The ball striking numbers have been decent lately, so 6.5K. I'll take some stabs there. Man, Akshay sucked today. Reeve and Lashley just continue to kill me, but they're good Sunday scorers. I wouldn't be surprised if one has a good round, but I think you had to play like 20-plus lineups and maybe more to really get interest there.
Yeah.
That's way down the board.
Strillman's actually started out strong the last 2 days. Comes out of the gates firing, and he's gave it back, though, later in the round both days. But I think he's definitely a good upside play there for 6,100, so I like that call as well there, Kurt. I think we kind of went through everything pretty well. We can move towards our show core here. Then, if you want to go 2 and 2, you can pick first this week. Who you want to start the team with this week, Kurt?
Want to go Mac Hughes or Tommy Fleetwood?
Yeah, I like Hughes. Yeah, for sure.
Oh, Canada! All right, go ahead.
I'll go with a value here. Then I think I do like some Michael Kim under 5K. I think he's popping up pretty solid. So I'll go Michael Kim for a cheapie, and then you can either do value or a stud. You can go Fleetwood if you want as well. We could jam 2 studs in there. It's up to you.
What if I go Novak?
Novak.
Little wild card. Little mid. It's in the mid tier.
I like that.
But it's between him or Keith Mitchell for me. So give me Mr. Novak. He's tweeted me back once, or he's liked one of my tweets or something like that. So shout out Novak.
We can go like with kind of an even build. Then there, we got Mac Hughes. We got a value. We've got Novak's 8,400. I'll go in the 8K range again and go with Taylor Pendrith. Get us the Canadian in there, 8,100. I think that's a solid build there. We got a couple guys near the top, some chasers there as well. So I think that's a decent start there for us. Got Mackenzie Hughes up top. That can be our winner. And then Pendrith's T15, Novak's T11, and Michael Kim's T20. So we got 3 chasers and then our winner. That's how I kind of like to build round 4 showdown lineups. Start with a guy you think can win the event, and then find some guys that you think can chase up the leaderboard and steal those placement points away from anyone else. What do you think of that show core then, Kurt?
I really like it. I like the mid, and what it tells me, I really like the mid-tier build tomorrow, like a lot.
Yeah.
Rory's just sacrificing so much. I just tried to mess with him, and it's tough. So I really like the mid-range build. It does a lot of things, and you can do a lot with that tournament. You can go Tommy Duncan to complete it, and it's pretty nice.
Yeah,
so sure. I think mid-tier wins it tomorrow.
I agree.
It might not be a hot take because all the leaders are now 9K too, but yeah. So I like it.
Yeah, for sure. We'll have the showdown stuff will be up on the site here soon. Round 4 showdown will be up. The playbook, the notes, everything, the core plays. Kurt will be in Discord. I'll be in Discord for any questions anybody has. Kurt, any final thoughts for you then as we kind of wrap this thing up?
Nope. Let's get after it. Let's get this over with, and then next week we're at the Memorial, and then we're in the U.S.
Be a fun one.
That's a good 2 week. That's a good little 2 week stretch.
Back-to-back strong events coming up here. We got Jack's Place, and then we got the U.S. Open. Time to get after it here.
Jack's Place. It's Billy Horschel's place.
Yeah, for sure. If you haven't already, please hit the like and subscribe. I haven't asked you guys to do that yet. It really helps bring this content to you guys, and it helps let you know when we get you get notified for all of our shows going forward. PGA, MLB, NBA finals are just starting, I think, next week. We got a big MMA card going now. But as always, thanks a lot, and we appreciate you guys for watching, and always run pure.